Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Great White Dragon. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now this is an idea that I did in the beginning of my channels approximately 2 to 3 years ago. So that is something I'm going to be recreate here since basically it was my first fan fiction ever. So yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for a short story in my second channel as well. It will be uploaded there soon. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins 1 year after the arrival of Kaguya Otsutsuki to planet Earth. As now currently we see her standing in front of a huge cave as she was panting heavily, and there was blood dripping from her lips, and her feet were injured as well because she was running away. From whom? You see, she fell in love with a man, the leader and a young man of a village who was just and kind. But turns out it was all a ploy to get her on his side, to completely be reliant on him. Turns out he was more corrupt than she could have imagined, so much that he even deliberately killed his own people just so he could be in the good graces of some strong nations, so that they could ally with him. And he was now going to plan to sell her to the said nations, but that all failed when he decided to kill her aide, her best friend. And Kaguya got so enraged that she used her strength and killed all of them and escaped narrowly. As now we see, Kaguya, who was panting, went inside. Before she could do anything, after taking a few steps, she passed out because of the exhaustion that she has been feeling for the past 2 days of continuous running. As now we see a grumbling sound from the cave came out. Who is it that is in my doorsteps? She looks like a human, but she isn't. A being from not this world, I see. But she looks like she needs help. As now we see, Kaguya wakes up sometime later in a nest-like place. It was a huge cave. Seems like she was inside of it, but she was somewhat comfortable. As now her gaze fell upon what was next to her, and she was shocked. She has heard myths about this being from people, saying that this was the white great dragon who protected them against an evil known as the Black Dragon. As now we see, Kaguya was now sitting up straight because she could feel the power. She had the ability to do so, and she could feel the strength. Fear not. If you are worried about this state, I'll turn into a normal one. And before her eyes, the huge being transformed into a human one. A human that caused her cheeks to heat up and heart to skip a beat. As this human had blonde hair and blue eyes and a bit of tan skin. So, what are you doing here, lady? And who might you be? He asked. As Kaguya then said, My name is Kaguya Otsutsuki. And As after that she began to tell what has happened. I see, so they still haven't learned their lesson. Regardless, it is not up to me to mingle with them. I will only arrive if an emergency arrives, and that is all. What do you mean, emergency arrives? I presume that you heard about me as well from those people, saying that I'm their savior and all. Yes, but aren't you not? I am, but I am the savior of this world, not the people. They are corrupt. I protect nature. I'm its guardian. What is your name then? Name? Well, it's been a long time. Many centuries, to be more precise. I don't even know. I might have forgotten. What was it again? As now the said dragon in human form was in a thinking position. Naruto, yes! Naruto, that was the name given to me. Fish cake? No, not fish cake. It also means maelstrom. As after that we see, Kaguya began to chuckle at the antics of this also great being. As after that Naruto then said, Hey, don't laugh at me. So, as Naruto then said, what are you doing here at my doorsteps? How did you find your way here? I mean, I'm pretty much well hidden. Do you want me to leave then? No, it's not that, said Naruto, scratching his cheek. It's just that it's quite weird. I usually have put some sort of genjutsu around here. Genjutsu? What is that? It's sort of an illusion that I was able to create. I see. So you created an illusion here, and yet you were able to see through it and come here at the doorsteps of my domain where I rest. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's alright. You needed help, and I guess it's by sheer luck that you were able to get here. It's fine, it's fine. You can stay here as long as you want. And that day marked the day when Kaguya was about to have the best time of her life for the upcoming few years. As now we see 5 to 6 years passed, as now we see Naruto was resting peacefully in his bed that he has made, alongside his wife, whom he had married 3 years ago after falling in love, Kaguya Otsutsuki, until two of his sons, Hagoromo and Homura, came dashing inside and jumped upon them. As Naruto woke up and literally grabbed him by the neck as he began to rub his fist on his head. You little brat, who told you to jump on your father like that? It's always fun to wake you up like this, Dad, said Hagoromo, as Kaguya then looked at them. Ahem. As instantly both of the boys then were now standing in front of them, as Naruto then said, Sheesh, Kaguya, I don't need to be so strict with them. I will be teaching these boys proper manners. You don't have to worry about anything, Naruto-kun. Jeez, I'm just joking. I was having a fun time. And you don't need to be so uptight, Kaguya. I have been saying this for the past, I don't know how many years again. There's been 6 years since we're together. I see. Sorry, I forgot. As the family was just celebrating and having a good time, we see that suddenly Naruto stopped doing everything as his eyes turned into slits, which were still blue. As Naruto got up abruptly, Dad, is something wrong? Remain here with your mother. As Kaguya instantly understood what was going on. Is he? Yes. He is back. Menma is back. As now we see, the white dragon or Naruto dashed outside and then transformed into his full form. As his wings flapped, and with such gust of wind he flew away at blinding speeds. As Kaguya and the kids then remained here, please be back safely. But it was for naught. She waited and waited, but Naruto never returned. Turns out when she went out to venture and find what happened in a nearby village, it was found that the white and the black dragon clashed, but this time around the black dragon was prepared, and in the end, both of the dragons were sealed. As Kaguya's heart broke, she couldn't do anything now. Or could she? You see, after a few months passed, she began to find ways to bring back her husband, her beloved, the only being in this whole universe who were able to understand and give her the most blessed and cherished moments of her life. But during her search, she went on another warpath to gain more power, and she was finally able to find out about chakra fruit, the fruit that was born from the heart of the earth. Once she consumed it, her power overflew, but it also corrupted her mind. She wanted to free her beloved, but she wanted to keep these people in line as well. So, to do so, she began on her own journey, leaving even her sons neglected. Her sons had to do their own growing up after their father. They were quite saddened that their mother has changed after a huge impact as such hit them. Turns out when they were 16, they somehow found out what their mother was doing and was creating a biju, or as she called it, a monster, a one-eyed monster that was called a Ten-Tails. And they had to stop her at all cost. So, that is what they did. They even went against their mother and stopped her monster and herself, and even sealed her away in Moon. And her last words were as such to her sons. I was trying to bring our family back. I was trying to bring your father back. Do you not wish for us all to be together, my children? As Hagoromo replied to these words, we do, But not like this. Father wouldn't have wanted this. Your father didn't care about them. He only cared about the earth, and they are a part of earth, mother. You didn't see that? You didn't realize that? Said Homura, as her eyes widened, before she was sealed away. But not before black tears escaped her eyes. It was her will, Zetsu, that was created. She might have been broken and defeated in this battle, but she will win this war. A war now which her sons were fighting against her. Even her beloved wasn't here this time around to support her. As after that, both of the sons became to known as the Sages, and they even distributed this chakra in the form of ninshu to teach out their teachings, which were of that of peace and prosperity. And after their passing away, let's just say all hell broke loose. These people then divided into clans, and the clan warring era then began, which continued for many hundreds of years after it was stopped by two clan heads of different clans. One of them was from the Senjus, and the other one was from the Uchihas, Madara and Hashirama, as these two put aside their all hatred and all of their differences to come and join their hands together to form an alliance, so that their future generations didn't have to suffer. And from them bore the idea of the nation, a village in which all of the clans can live together peacefully. And hence Konoha was created. But it wasn't the only village that was created. Many other villages began to pop up. Some of them even became the major villages like Konoha. And after that, Hagoromo made a grave mistake. He, for the peace purposes, distributed after capturing each and every Biju to the other villages, and this brought fear in the hearts of the other Kages. A man strong enough to subdue the Biju and give it to them as a gift, a token of gratitude. Was he even considered a human at this point? No, he was much more than that, and that is what they feared, and hence began the First Shinobi World War, which obviously ended up in Konoha's victory, but with a great loss. They lost the said great man, known as Hashirama. And after that, time began to pass as Kages went and go, as finally we see that Minato Namikaze, after the third great shinobi war, became the fourth Hokage of the said village. He went back to his home to inform his wife that the elders have chosen him, only to hear another good news that his son was about to be born into this world, his first child. He was happy. But after some time we see that in the same night when they were celebrating, a woman came, and that woman was none other than Tsunade Senju, the cousin of Kushina, as she had a good news for them, as that made them even more happy. She informed them that she misdiagnosed, and instead of one, it was going to be actually two children that were going to be born. And one of them was a girl, as both Minato and Kushina were now even more happier than ever before. Twins were going to be born into their family. Their family, instead of being 3, was now going to be 4. And they were so much happy and grateful for this. Until a complication happened. Right before 1 month of, the birth of the twins, something happened. Kushina was feeling huge amount of pain, and she was brought in to the hospital by Minato. As Tsunade began her diagnostic, only to inform that the male child was having heart complications. And after some time it subdued, and everything returned back to normal. Even Tsunade and everyone else was quite confused, but Hiruzen then said it must be a miracle of Kami-sama that this happened, and they ended it at that note. And 1 month later, on October 10th, in nighttime, both of the children were born. And at that time, a shocking discovery was made. Naruto, their son, as they named him, did not have any chakra coils. Turns out the heart complication that he had was because of the chakra system. And he was the first male human born after many centuries after the sage passed down the chakra to be born as a normal complete human, without any chakra at all. He didn't need chakra to live. And they were quite shocked. And as for Mito, it was quite the opposite. She had stronger chakra coils and more potent chakra. But this was the least of their worries that day, you see, because a masked person attacked them right when they were busy and were quite shocked at their discovery. And let's just say, after kidnapping one of their kids, he demanded the Jinchuriki, the nine-tails Jinchuriki Kushina Uzumaki. At first, Minato did not want to hand over his wife, but after seeing the pleading face of his wife and knowing that his son, who was an anomaly at a time, needed his help, he had no other choice but to do so. So, now we see, sometime later, a huge biju rose out of nowhere. Everyone was alerted, and the QB attack began. As Minato was able to stop it with the help of his sensei, who at the time was nearby village and rushed inside after sensing Kyuubi's chakra, and Tsunade, who was still there as well, alongside Hiruzen. Two of the Sanins and Akage and all of the clan heads, alongside with many of the shinobi forces, they were able to withstand the Kyuubi attack, and Minato was able to use the 12 pentagram seal that he invented with Kushina to seal away the biju inside Mito and Kushina. Half of the biju was sealed inside Kushina and the rest half was sealed inside Mito. As finally, we see that Minato was on his one knee panting heavily as he looked towards his children and was happy. Finally, thank God. They are safe. Everyone is. As Hiruzen began to cheer that Minato was able to save them again. And soon after that, we see a council meeting was held in which Downs obviously wanted to know what happened to the biju and how it happened. And Minato informed that it was a man claiming to be Madara Uchiha, and everyone was shocked after finding out about this. And they were even more shocked after finding out about what happened to the biju. And when asked why not the other kid, the male one, Minato replied that he was a normal human without any chakra coils or chakra whatsoever. And they were quite curious about that as well. This has never happened in the history of the shinobi world, but now, for the first time, they did not know what to think of it. Some of them said that it must be because of, well, QB, but Tsunade debunked them, saying that if it was because of QB, he might have some sort of resemblance to it. Naruto did not have any sort of resemblance to the QB or any effect at all. Some of them said that he might be cursed, but that also was debunked by the priest from the, well, fire temple, from the land of fire. As the last conclusion was that it was maybe Kami's blessing that Naruto is how he is. And let's just say they left it at that. And after that, the life of the siblings began. And as for Naruto, it was quite difficult to comprehend what was going on in his life, because everything he tried was quite difficult for him. And Minato and Kushina, it wasn't easy for them as well, because they were raising a kid who was a complete normal kid and not a shinobi kid, or a konoichi at that. As now we see, 8 years passed, as now it was the 8th birthday of the siblings. Naruto was in his room all by himself. He did not want his family to think that, well, he was there to ruin the mood. Or at least that is what he thought, until he heard a knock. Naruto Nisan, aren't you gonna come down? Today's our birthday, remember? Mito, I'm not feeling well. Why don't you go down and celebrate? With all of them. What do you mean all of them? You know, the party that was arranged for us. I mean, Kachan and Tochan cancelled it. What? As Naruto was quite curious now as he opened the door. As he found that Mito held a cake and behind her was standing his parents. Wait, what is going on? Calm down, son, said Kushina as she picked up her son easily with one arm, as now we see all of them were downstairs. Kachan, I'm not that young anymore. To me, you'll always be my little baby boy. As now we see all of them were seated. I don't understand. You were talking about this party and all. Well, we were, but I said that we will not be hosting any party since you were not feeling well. Tell me, son. To me, you look fine. What is really going on? As after that, Naruto revealed that once he was visiting outside to meet his friend Sasuke, he heard some of the civilians saying that he was a disgrace and he shouldn't have existed and all that. Minato now instantly felt a pang of hurt in his heart, but he was more than ever enraged at the people. His people. Why are they doing this to his own son, who was different from them? It was already difficult for Naruto to feel discriminated and not be a part of this family already, but this, he didn't want his son to end up doing something wrong because he thinks that he doesn't belong here. Listen to me, son, said Kushina. Fuck them and fuck their thoughts. Kushina, he's an 8-year-old. Shut up, Minato. He's an Uzumaki, and he can curse like a sailor, like his mother. You have my full permission. Listen, you are a part of this family. You are an Uzumaki and a Namikaze, and best believe we never leave one of our own behind. You are as much as ours as is Mito. Isn't that right, Mito? Yeah, obviously, 100%, as Naruto's eyes widen, as tears welled up in his eyes. As now we see, Naruto hugged his family and they celebrated his birthday together. After that, it was time for Mito's, training to begin, as she already has reached the age of 8. And since she was a Jinchuriki, she also needed to train. So, Naruto didn't bother his parents because they requested to Naruto that they were going to focus more on Mito. And Naruto was all for it because he didn't want it to hinder with his, sister's training and all. And she also had a huge responsibility because they were not idiots and revealed the whole truth to both of the kids of what Mito holds and how dangerous it could be. And since the kids have already heard the stories, they were all for it. Now as for Naruto, we see since he had a lot of free time, he went on Minato's library since he had a kink for, harboring a lot of books of ancient times. Naruto began to study and read them. And as life was going on as usual, at the age of 10, Naruto found out a book that was so old that it was almost turned into dust as soon as he touched. Or at least that is what Naruto thought. And he began to look at those crusty yellow pages until he saw an image of a dragon. And after that, Naruto was quite shocked when he heard the name. It was his name. The dragon's name was Naruto, and he was the savior of the earth, the protector of it. And then Naruto heard about the black dragon named Menma, and how their clash, after century, led to the point where both of them were sealed away. At least that was what was revealed, until Naruto found something. And Naruto was shocked to see that it was a map that appeared out of nowhere in front of him. And surprise, surprise, it was near the Forest of Death. As Naruto, taking the map, filled with curiosity, knowing that it was dangerous, went there all by himself. As now we see him leaving his house after saying that he was going to visit Sasuke, but not going there and arriving inside the Forest of Death, as he ventured deep into it, avoiding obviously animals as much as he could, and predators, but that was a risk that he was willing to take. As now we see, he arrived at a temple, or what looked like it to be, but it was shattered. There was nothing on the other side. It was just an entrance. As soon as Naruto took those stairs and entered through that, everything changed. Suddenly he was surrounded by darkness until flames lit up one by one, and there was a hallway downstairs. As Naruto went there to find a statue of a dragon, and in its teeth was an amulet, which emitted white light. As Naruto was quite shocked, as Naruto touched that amulet, only for him to be faint, as his eyes were widened for a bit. As now we see Naruto was in a mindscape, as in front of him stood a white dragon. Oh my god, so you really are the white dragon. You really are Naruto. And you thought that I was not. You really are an idiot for my reincarnation. Wait, what? What do you mean reincarnation? Ugh, kid, I was never in the amulet. I was always within you. Since your birth, even before that. That is why you did not have any chakra. Wait, what? Yes. And since you have my name, I was quite curious. I was always free and I could have been reborn because my physical body was sealed, not my soul and strength. I was able to detach it from my body, and I have been roaming around. So wait, it was you then? Well, kind of, technically. Then why did you brought me here? Because that pendant. You need to wear it if you want to communicate with me. You see, I'm not like any other Biju that you can just communicate because of your seal. I am a guardian, and to communicate with me, you must have one of my items. Always with you. And that item, it belongs to me. So that is why I had to bring you here. Oh, I see then. So what now? What now, he says. Now you're gonna have to meditate and train here, kid. Wait, how long? For at least 2 years or 3 years if you want to transform into a dragon and all? Wait, but I can't do that here. I have to go back home. You know what? Fine. As Naruto took the amulet and put it up on his neck, as now we see him dashing out there. And once he stood out of the, same entrance, he saw that the entrance crumbled and nothing was remained there. See that was created with the help of my wife. She was such a nice lady. I don't know what happened to her. Is she... No, she's not dead. She's still alive, but she sailed away. You know the person that you call the sage? The one that gave you all this chakra? Yeah, the sage of the sixth path. I heard his name was Hakaromo Otsutsuki. Oh, Otsutsuki, huh? I guess she gave her last name to them. Oh well, I don't mind. It kind of suits them. They were my kids. Wait, what? Seriously? You mean to say that you... Yes, I am. But how is that possible? I mean, you're a... As the dragon blushed and then transformed into his male version that resembled a lot like Naruto. Whoa. So that's what you look like. Yes, kid, that is what I look like. Are you idiot or something? Oi, I'm not an idiot, said Naruto. Then stop acting like one. Let's get going, or otherwise your parents might get worried, remember? How do you... Since our minds are linked now completely thanks to the amulet, I can see and hear as well as feel your thoughts and feelings. That's kind of weird. Oi, don't call me that, kid. Now let's get going, shall we? As now we see both of them arrived at home, and once Naruto entered his main door, he instantly got caught, since it was nighttime. Naruto knew he was screwed, and his parents might have sent someone there to check. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Kushina. Where have you been, young man? We have contacted Sasuke and his family, and they told us that you were not there. Were you lying to us? Where did you enter? Yes, Nisan. Please do tell, said Mito as she was sharpening her knife. Wait, what? I'm sorry, Dochan. I took this page from your book. Wait, what page? As Minato began to see after some thought and was shocked. Oh, this silly page? Naruto, did you find anything? Nothing. I just found this pendant laying on the ground, so I was like, find our keeper, so I kept it. Well, fine, son. At least you did find something. But you know where this map leads, right? It's in the Forest of Death. And that is quite a dangerous place, Naruto. Forest of Death? You allowed him to go there? I did not know, Kushina, said Minato, as Naruto then said, I'll be leaving then, until he bumped into someone, as he saw that it was his sister. Nisan, tell me honestly, is there a girl that you like? Even though you have me? And this instantly caught not only the attention of Naruto, but also that of Kushina and Minato, until Kushina chuckled. Well, look at here, Minato. I guess we're gonna have a marriage within a clan then. Well, no worries to look for a wife for Naruto, or a man for Mito then. Kushina, Uzumaki's tend to do this, and don't forget, you found out that your both parents were also siblings, as Minato blushed. Wait, what, for reals? Yes, son, for reals. So, wait, yes, we're okay with this, if you go that route. Oh, I guess this practice is still common nowadays as well. Interesting, said Dragon Naruto. Wait, what do you mean Dragon Naruto? Dragon Naruto? What kind of name is that? I mean, we both are Narutos, so it must be, a differentiating name. Then I'm gonna call you Flashback Naruto. Please stop with this. Okay. Human Naruto. Puny Naruto. Oi, seriously, stop it. Fine, human Naruto, I will. You're not gonna let this slide, are you? Nope. Okay, fine, do what you wish. Naruto? Naruto, son. Yes, Kachan? Why don't you go and take a rest, okay? You must have been tired. Yeah, I am exhausted. As now we see Naruto was now laying on his bed beginning to rest until the dragon Naruto then said, Ahem, you're forgetting about something here. What? I'm tired, let me rest. Your training begins today because of a great threat. Wait, don't tell me the black dragon? Yes, Menma. He has a tendency of breaking through the seals. Even though he was able to, seal away my body with him, I don't think that it will take him much longer to expect that something was off. And he will now still be finding a way to break through this seal. And from the looks of it, I can sense his power getting stronger. What power? As instantly, the dragon and Naruto synced as one of Naruto's eyes turned into slits. Oh my god, such enormous power, said Naruto as he couldn't move, as a huge burden was weighing over him. This is his power, and he is sealed. This is his power after being sealed? Yes, we dragons have much more potent chakra than any of you humans could fathom. That is why I have to seal him away, and only a one dragon can seal the other one. But the thing is that this time around, I'm gonna need your help since you are going to be my vessel. If we're gonna be able to do this. Alright, I'll begin the training, said Naruto, as Naruto then began his training with Dragon Naruto. While this was going on, now we go towards Mito's room, where we see she was standing in front of a huge mirror. As instantly her one of eyes turned complete white as veins popped up. Everything is going as planned, and soon my beloved will regain his consciousness and become one with the reincarnation, as I will become one with this girl. That body will remain there. I'm just happy that my beloved shared each and every one of his moves before he did anything to me. And now I'm able to replicate it. My sons thought that they had seen the last of their mother, but no. I'm gonna be sure that this time around, we won't fail, beloved. We will have a perfect family. And if my clan appears, I'm gonna rip them to shreds. Turns out, Mito was none other than Kaguya's reincarnation as well, because of the same way that Naruto became one. Kaguya, with the help of chakra, without the use of any object, became one with Mito. And that is why she created Mito. Right after it was found out they were going to have a child in the beginning. And after some tests, now they found out that they were going to have twins. Mito was never supposed to exist. Her only existence purpose was for Kaguya and her to become one and be the best woman there could be for her brother/husband from the past, Naruto. And that is what she was going to be and do. As now we see, many years passed, as at the age of 16, Naruto was resting in his house, specifically his room, as suddenly the door busted open, and in came a little girl who was named as Naruto, as she jumped on Naruto over his stomach. Wake up, you lazy bastard of a Tochan. Kachan is busy downstairs cooking for all of us and you're not coming down to eat? Huh? What do you mean? Mita-chan is busy? Cooking already? It's Sunday. As instantly he felt a gloomy atmosphere surrounding him in the entrance. Anata, are you not going to come downstairs and eat the food that I have prepared? Yes, ma'am. I'm coming there instantly. As now we see Naruto arrive downstairs to see that his family was there. His parents and Mito, his wife, and not only that, his daughter, Naruto. And all of them were happy. Everyone was shocked when they find out about this incestual marriage, but the council agreed because they needed a full-blooded Uzumaki, and lo and behold, one full-blooded Uzumaki is what they got. As everything was going peaceful until Naruto sensed something. I have to go. Were his words, the same words as the past. As this time around, Mito then came. Not this time. As Naruto was shocked. We're gonna do this together, Anata. if we are going to do this. As Naruto was shocked to find out who it was. I mean, one of them. So you finally are going to reveal yourself, wife, aren't you? So you knew. Wait, what the hell? Stop it right here, said Naruto. So you basically, yes, you don't have to worry. Since you are a part of my husband, I still love you, Naruto-kun. Man, this is so confusing. As after that, we see both Kaguya, Mito, and Naruto arrived at the battlefield. And Naruto transformed into a dragon as Kaguya turned herself into her original attire, but still being Mito this time around. As the third eye opened. Well, what have you brought here this time around, brother? Is she the hussy that has been hogging over your attention? Keeping you away from your little brother's company? Stop it, Menma. You know that you were the one who betrayed the heavens, and now, because of that, we both have to do our punishments duties that we were sentenced to do. Yes, me to destroy, you to protect. That is what the punishment that we received. And to end this punishment, we must have to do our job. At least one of us have to. But you wouldn't kill me. And I? I will this time kill you. For sure. As the battle and clash began, it was going on greatly and profusely as even the other Kages and the nations could see the battle. And they instantly realized what was happening. It was as the ancient myth, the black dragon and the white dragon that emerged and were now fighting once more. They prayed, and in the end, they witnessed that with Kaguya's help, chaining the black dragon down, the white dragon this time around was able to not only seal him, but send him all the way to the other part of the universe, where it will take him many millennia before he arrives here, saving this universe once and for all. As now we see, Naruto and Kage returned back to their normal self, only to be found by many of the Kages and everyone else who were shocked to see them. As after that, both of them mysteriously disappeared and arrived back to their family. And let's just say, as for the Akatsuki, mainly Zetsu, he arrived back as well in the form of a child that was founded by them and was adopted by Naruto. Zetsu again joined his family once more. And as for the Akatsuki, let's just say they were killed by Zetsu before doing so, since Kaguya wasn't going to abandon her only loyal child. And as for Hagoromo and Homura, they were happy that they had finally a little sister to hog over. Their sister being none other than Naruto, and that is what they were going to do. As the Sage of the Sixth Path and the brother of the Sage and the two of the strong and omnipotent beings in the universe after their parents, they were gonna do whatever it takes to act like the tough, big siblings and brothers, the best to their ability. And as for Naruto, his troublesome life was about to begin, aside from his peaceful one. And which troublesome you might say? That was the other clans and the other villages demanding an answer, which Naruto was not gonna give them obviously, since he was already doing his job. And this was not a part of it. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!